Are we live? I didn't know.
Look at her.
Listen. It's that most men will die with things in their heart their wife never knew they were carrying. Not because they didn't love her, but because somewhere along the way, they were taught to shut up and suck it up. Has that been your experience as a man, as a husband? Tonight, we're talking about silent battles, the things men don't say in relationships. So let's go and get into it. Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Man Talk Mondays. I'm Derek, the Thought Engineer, here with my man, comedian John Yogi.
Woo! Boy, I tell you, technology.
Hey, man.
It's something else, ain't it?
You got to be ready, man.
Hey, man, I am glad to be here.
Got to be on your toes.
Celebrated a good yesterday. I hope everybody ate good. I hope everybody went to somebody's church yesterday, drove by, looked in the door or something yesterday.
Oh, man. Boy. Yeah.
How about you, man? What you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. Ready to hop into this topic for the people. Want to talk about some things tonight. But before we get into that, let me remind everybody, this is Man Talk Monday. It's an open forum where we give you the rational realities of relationships. But of course, we're coming from a man's perspective. Now, keep in mind, this conversation isn't just for men. We want everybody to join in. How you do this, go into the comment section, leave your comment, leave your question. We can see this, but we want to hear from you. So holler at us, right? We want to hear from you. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and like I said, comment, right? We need you engaged. We need you make it happen.
Yeah, don't be calling me the next day because y'all still doing. Somebody did that a couple of people did that to me last week, talking about how great the show was. And you know, you are right. You know why it's a great show? Because we are the world's greatest podcasters.
Exactly.
Don't try this at home. You might choke somebody out. Don't you do it at home. You can choke somebody out.
Right. Well, we're getting into it tonight, talking about silent battles, the things men don't say in relationships. Right?
It's costing us, man.
Oh,
it's costing us, man. It's costing us on long run.
All right. So
me and you had some little banter about this. You know, and y'all might think that Derek and I agree on everything, and it's a whole bunch of stuff we don't agree on. We just don't bring to the Cardi B, not Cardi B, but Glorilla being one of them. Okay, we're not gonna even start.
You can have it. You can have that, bro. You can have that.
But again, it's a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to stuff like this. I'm really adamant about where I stand as far as whose problem that it is that men don't talk to women.
Oh wow. Hope y'all ready. Seems like my brother's over here.
Yes, I'm ready. Where
you chomping at the bit?
You got your cup.
I ain't worried about it, man.
All right.
We're gonna flow with it like it is today. So real quick. So growing up, what were you taught, whether it was told you directly or indirectly, about expressing feelings as a man? What were you taught about that?
You don't.
That you don't?
You just pin them all up inside, keep moving.
So the manly thing was to, like you said, just push it down, suck it up, and keep on moving.
Because I think and I don't want to lie on my mom because she might be listening, but I want to say we were told, don't nobody care about your feelings, your crying and what you're feeling like. You know?
Your immediate logical assistant, son.
Don't really care about it.
Stay in Mississippi.
I'm trying. It's funny because I'm trying to. This show, and I hope everybody does the same thing. This show has really been good for me because it allows me to think back over my life and some things that I've gone through and been through that I had never thought about previously.
Yeah,
I just kind of put it in the bag and tossed it in the closet and kept moving. But this show has made me unpack a lot of the things. I hope it's doing the same for people, man, because we really mean for it to do well with people.
So y'all tell me, what were some things y'all heard as it pertains to boys growing up and their feelings and what they were supposed to do with them, right? Stuff like big boys
Feelings.
don't cry.
We don't supposed to have feelings, man.
I mean, we born with them though, but
we are.
So how is that a thing? Why do you feel like we were taught that? Why was that the message to send to young boys? Like, if you get hurt, stop that crying, suck it up. Or it's a manly thing to not cry, to hold stuff in. Why was that the thing?
When we allow men to start opening it up to their feelings, I think we introduce them to a whole nother thing. You know, man, I think I really believe it's a fine line in caring and then caring too much. I just think, man, I think you open that door up and now we got ponytails and everything, nails polished, everything else. And I just, you know, I think that's why we were done the way that we were, because I think if we start showing a little bit of feeling, man, that line is too hard of a line to walk, man.
Oh, so you saying the emotions will lead to an effeminate type situation?
Emotions make you cry sometimes. Think about this. Would you not agree that is a fine line for a man to walk, when every time you turn around, don't no woman want to see no man in his feelings?
Yeah.
And too many of us, and the reason why that's important is because too many of us came from single family homes where now we acting like mama.
We acting like mama. Mama cried. I don't know about your mom. My mama cried.
My mama cried.
Your mama cried too?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
But at the same time, we getting a message as young boys.
Don't you cry. Don't you do like I do.
Don't you cry.
Don't you do like I do.
You better not cry. You ever heard that before? You better not cry.
You do.
That's when you start breathing. You can't breathe. You start hyperventilating and stuff because you trying to choke down.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you want to, and they won't let you. They won't let you. Justina says, y'all in here crying? Just kidding, LOL. But to Christina's point, it has not been socially acceptable for men to be open about their emotions. But then we get mixed signals, because now it's, why won't you talk to me? Why won't you open up? And it's like,
but if I do,
yeah,
you don't, because I never forget. So one day, me and Cheryl were, no, excuse me, I didn't say Cheryl. I said the person
who shall not be named. Right.
Yes, the person who shall not be named. She said to me, I was discussing how I was feeling. I'm trying to make her understand.
Right.
And as I'm telling her, I look at her, she got this look on her face like, what? Now she looked at me like, she looked at me like, what in the hell? I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I feel bad for you because of how you feeling. I don't know if I get mad. I don't know if I try to fix it. I don't know what to do with. I don't know what to do with your feelings, with how you feeling. Because I want to do something. Because I think our partners, they want to help things be better, and they can't.
Oh, so you feel like they can't help? So does that attribute to not saying anything? Is like, what's the use? They can't help me no way.
Man, that's a tough way to put it, man. That is a tough way to put it, but it's more or less that is the reason. That's what's internally, that's what's going on. More or less.
But we trying to get to where this all started for us, as it started as boys. You know, we play sports. It's the one who plays hurt that everybody's looking at like, you the man, you know, you can't. And now you look at athletes now.
I remember.
I'm fatigued. I'm gonna sit this game out.
I remember LaDainian Tomlinson got hurt in the playoff game, and he put his helmet on, because he didn't want nobody to see his face. Never forget this. And so the quarterback had got hurt too.
Mhm.
He was limping around out there, and everybody was looking at LaDainian Tomlinson like, "Hey man, why aren't you out there doing the same thing he's doing?"
Yeah,
Because we want them to have to drag you by one leg off the field, off the court, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because we've grown accustomed to being able to suffer in silence.
right. Leaving it all out on the field. I remember Ronnie Lott. I'm dating myself because
Fingers was all messed up.
Ronnie Lott, his finger was ripped off during the game. Well, it was partially off. He went to the sideline and finished ripping it off and ran back out there and taped up that nub, went right back out there and played the game. And after the game, he got surgery. Now we look at that and people say, that's a man.
No, that's a fool. That is a fool.
So why are there so many mixed signals about this, man? Because it's like double dutch. You don't know when to get in.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You know when to get in.
You know,
but see, I just
Tyrese. What do you want from me?
Never forget it. We'll never forget it.
But now, how has that affected his, I'm gonna say, career? That moment when he was a very honest moment.
Yes,
he hurting. His ex-wife is taking his heart through the ring about his baby,
taking him through the ring,
and he get, number one, stay off social media stuff, man. But he gets on social media and expresses himself. And what were people saying after that? Were they saying, "Oh,
no, they weren't saying that. No, get that boy, get that boy off of there,
get him off of there,
get him off social media, man, because he's making a fool out of himself."
He's making a fool out of himself. So, was there ever a time early in your marriage when you wanted to say something, but you didn't?
Oh, it's all the time. You know, it's funny. The person who refuses to be named,
right?
She thinks, if you ask, I know she would say, John tells me everything he's thinking. For the most part, he let me get away with murder most of the time. He don't say anything.
Yeah.
But she would say, "Oh, but he say a lot." I do say a lot, but it's a whole lot I still don't say though.
There's a whole lot you don't.
I'm trying to consider feelings. I'm trying to, okay, is this the right moment? Because what we have to understand, most of the time, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, and more importantly, when you say it. They have to be, and they have to have a receiving spirit. And most of the time, women don't have a receiving spirit.
They don't have a receiving spirit.
No, they don't have the spirit of receiving from me. Now she'll get it from pastor, the elders, deacons, anybody up in the pulpit. If come from there, she'll come on and tell me about it. But we're not talking about Cheryl who refused to be named.
We're talking about women.
We're talking about women.
We're talking about women.
Yes.
Okay. So, but think about that. Let's look at that. So there's a feeling that women will listen to everybody else except their man, their husband.
Yeah, but it's easier though. They don't have none. The investment is low in the person they're listening to. Think about it. You are heavily invested with that man that you're supposed to be following. Well, when the pastor or somebody say, man, it's easier to be because you don't have as much. You don't have as much. That's why it's so easy to have faith in somebody else because you don't have nothing invested if it don't come through for them.
Wow. Cheryl says it's good to vent though. She says it's good to vent. Is it good to vent?
Not for me, it's not. I don't just like to. I don't see the sense of talking about something if you're not trying to find a solution.
Okay. So when men are expressive, when men express themselves, you're saying men are looking for a solution. They're just not looking to vent.
No, we're trying to fix something.
We're trying to get something fixed.
We are fixers.
As opposed to women who say, I just want you to listen. I don't want you to fix it.
I just want to complain. Can I just complain? I'm like, how much time I'm supposed to? How much time I spent? What is?
I know the gallery is this clowner right now. We can't pay into him. We don't want to pay into him right now. But
all the faces.
Because we've heard that from women.
Yeah.
We've heard from women that when I come to you and I bring something to you, I'm not bringing it to you for you to fix it. I just want you to listen. But as fixers, we're looking for
we do.
How do we solve this problem?
Because we don't want.
So men venting, we want a solution rather than just the woo pat on the back. All right, Christina says, now are you talking about men with unregulated emotions because they ain't got no fathers, or men who know how to express themselves in their masculinity? Because masculine men find solutions. Is expressing yourself, is it about not being able to find solutions? Or is it dealing with the emotion of the situation?
You almost tricked me there. You did. I looked that way and then you went back. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take the latter. I think it's you dealing with the whole scope of everything. You're not really wanting to deal with it because this is gonna probably go somewhere I don't want it to go, or make me get into something, or make me talk about something I don't really want to talk about.
Wow. So I guess Jesus was soft because he wept, right? Jesus wept.
Well, indeed.
Was Jesus soft? He wept, right?
He did.
Did that mean he couldn't solve the problem? He solved the problem, didn't he?
That did not mean he couldn't solve the problem.
But he expressed the emotion of the moment.
Yes, he did. Yeah, but he was
what?
He was Jesus.
What you gonna say about my Jesus? What you got to say about my Jesus?
I'm trying to remember in the scripture, what was Jesus's wife's name?
Oh, so what are you trying to say about?
Because I'm simply saying, I just think that if Jesus had been married, that we didn't needed a whole another book of scriptures that we had that we didn't get in this particular one. So
right.
Just think, I love my Jesus. He heard my cry.
Say, but he don't know what you've been through, huh? He can't be touched with the feelings of your infirmities. Basically, what you saying, right?
What have y'all done to D?
But Jesus, you ain't had no wife. You did this thing by yourself.
D. What are y'all doing? Oh, speaking of which,
I'm just trying
34 years Wednesday.
34 years Wednesday.
34 years Wednesday, yes.
34 years coming up. 34 years of marriage.
Bliss.
Marital bliss. You like it? You all right? He said, help me. But this is a serious issue in the sense of pressure bust pipes. And when you think about that, pressure bust pipes, what does that mean for a man who holds in things? Or are we built to hold in things?
I don't think we are built that way, but I think because we've learned to be built that way, I think it causes. I think that's a lot of the marital issues that we have because we don't say anything.
Okay, so husbands are silent in marriages, but we need to get to
dooming us. We're doomed because of it.
We're doomed because of it. But we got to get to what that is about, though. What is the silence really about?
We don't want to hurt feelings. You might not take it right. I don't really feel like arguing with you, but you know you're wrong for that. One of the issues is I expect my wife, who chooses to be nameless, I expect her to understand and know what I expect from her. And oftentimes when she falls short of that, I'm irritated, I'm frustrated, or I'm like, you should have known better than that. And when you don't, it makes if I did it every time, and I'm sure she thinks the same thing of me. Whereas what I'm curious about though is if she don't say nothing as much as I don't say anything.
Okay. Is she more expressive, or does she feel? Women, y'all let us know. Any wives in there, y'all let us know. Do you feel more open or feel more free to express yourself in your marriage? Do you feel like you can voice yourself? Cheryl said, "Not my Lord." Said, "Not my Lord." Because I'm curious, because if husbands don't feel that they can express themselves, Cheryl said ditto. Said ditto.
So what I said.
To what you said. Okay. All right. If husbands don't feel that safety, right? And that was going to be my question. Do men feel emotionally safe in their own homes? They don't. All right. Dr. Selena says pressure does burst pipes, which is why when wives' nurturing side senses inner pressure and ask about it, that's an invitation for you to be open and allow us to bear your burdens. Okay, great point. The woman in her nurturing sensitivity senses that something is off, something is wrong. She comes to you and says, "Baby, what's wrong? I want to check on you. I want to see if you're okay." What is your response? What is the response?
Well, first of all, you got to ask me like 4 times.
Okay, you got to be persistent in asking.
Because the rule is when asking the other person what's wrong, you got to ask 3 to 4 times before the person realizes that you're serious and you really want to know what's going on. Okay,
hold on. I want y'all to skip over that. Y'all think he's just being facetious? That's real.
Don't none frustrate.
That's really real.
Don't none frustrate me more than I'm asking the person that chooses to be nameless right now. When I'm asking her what's going on, what's wrong, nothing. And I gotta ask you 4 times. I gotta ask you on the 4th time you realize, okay, well maybe he really want to know. Can we get past that part of it?
So the persistence in asking what's wrong indicates that you really are concerned.
I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor.
Christina says, so unexpressed expectations, right? And we know uncommunicated expectations lead to premeditated offenses.
Yes.
Right?
Somebody might get hurt.
So whenever you don't express what the expectation is,
then you can't really be upset for. And see, that's why my problem is with men.
Okay.
That's what my problem is with men. We can't get mad at women for not knowing what we want or doing what we'd like them to do if we don't ever express to them, "Hey, sweetheart, this is how you made me feel when you did X, Y, and Z." You can't, because if by us not saying anything, it just gets worse. It don't get no better. They don't have no mind reading techniques. They don't have no what's all the things that women sort of have. They don't have none of that when it comes
intuition.
None of that.
They ain't got intuition.
None of that when it comes to knowing. Excuse me.
No intuition. Y'all heard it. Women have no intuition.
No intuition when it comes to your husband not happy.
Oh wow.
And I've done something to offend them. They have no intuition as far as that.
Okay. You gonna tell women they don't have intuition.
I'm gonna go one more. So I'm in the pool. I might as well go a little.
Go a little deeper then.
Not only do they not have no intuition, they don't want to have any.
Oh wow. Expound on that. Why do you think women don't want to have intuition?
First of all, they're not going to apologize. They feel like you spoke, because first of all, whatever they said, they feel like you're supposed to be man enough to take it. That's the reason why they said it.
Oh wow. Let's put a pin in that right there. Hold up. So women feel
the way Selena looking at you. You know how you look off and I'm like, I just want y'all to see what we see.
Oh man, now they don't want to see. So you think or you believe that women feel that men are, or at least should be, durable to put up with
because
they dish out.
Because we have allowed them to think that everything that they do with us is fine. We've never said, hey, whoa, I got feelings too. We don't say it. And by us not saying it, they think, well, maybe he's tougher than I thought he was.
Okay, so let's examine it. Let's take, for instance, let's say a woman hits a man.
Knocks in.
What is the natural inclination of a man in that moment? What's the natural inclination of a man?
Not to hit her back.
Is it not to hit her back, or is that what we've been programmed with to stop us?
Yes, we were definitely programmed not to hit her back.
We're programmed, but
if she
the energy and the feeling is, I want to strike back, but
unless
I can't.
Unless she got a fade like mine. If she got a fade like mine, we finna tear up something. If you coming here looking like me and dressed like me, we finna tear up something.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all hear me? We finna put some work in.
But here's the thing. Somebody's hitting on me. A woman is hitting on me.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, I want to react, but I got to check myself and say, this is a woman. I can't hit her. Where does that frustration go? What do you do with it?
Oh, it's coming out somewhere. You got to go shoot a pistol. You got to go do something because that's frustration that's coming out. You can only hold that in so far before you start having problems at work. You start having road rage because that anger is coming out.
And that's my so the lack of expression, like I can't express this way. How do I express to vent? If venting is necessary, how do I vent this frustration if I can't express the same way she's expressing?
Well, it's funny. Men are more, I don't want to say, I think most women are really, really smart, but men are more logical. And I think I gotta look up into the thing or something. If I look at
man, it's like they're working for you.
They're throwing stuff at me.
They working for you.
But I think men have to, I think that's the part of being the leader. The part of being a leader is knowing how to being able to look at the big picture. Because we have to lead everybody. We gotta lead the kids. We gotta lead everybody. And I think that's a part of leading the house, man.
Cheryl says, "Oh, we have intuition. We just condition ourselves to consider the responses we know we are going to receive."
You know what? Somebody who chooses to be nameless, they show that it needs called this.
I want a little more detail on that one. I want a little more detail on that one. Right? How are you prepare yourself for responses that you don't know?
And I said all the time, you don't know what I'm gonna say. Go over there and stand in that corner. I'll be over there in a minute.
But the frustration that we push down.
Oh man,
it has to go somewhere. You said it's going to play out in maybe we driving down. We got road rage or somewhere at work. Somebody gonna catch it somewhere.
Yes,
right. Yes. Somebody gonna catch it somewhere. Who typically catches it? Is it outside the home, or if the frustration plays out in the home? What does it look like?
It's coming out in the home with the kids, kicking the dog. You're gonna do something.
Yeah.
That whatever frustration is, because I've had people to blow up at me, and when I know what the issue is, when I know where the frustration is coming from, and you giving it to me, and I'm saying, yeah, that's about right, because you got to give it to somebody, because you can't give it to where it belongs. That's at the house.
Okay. What are three things that you struggle to say out loud to your wife? Three things. that you struggle?
What are you trying to get me?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Stop, no, and don't. Them 3 things.
I don't struggle with those.
You don't struggle with those?
She struggles with hearing them.
Oh,
she struggles with hearing me say, "Don't you stop, don't, no." struggle. You know, but part of it though is my fault. Because when I got married, and I think I've said this before, I was under the impression that it was my job to make and keep her happy. So I'm supposed to go out and get the biggest cars and biggest houses. I'm supposed to get a clothes. I'm supposed to do everything I can to make her happy. When that's not, as I'm getting older, I'm beginning to realize that's not my job.
It was never our job. And I think that's one of the misconceptions that people.
I never said you asked me to do that. I said that was my thinking. So if you're gonna be talking,
Cheryl says pushing down frustration goes both ways. It goes both ways, but women have more. It's more socially acceptable for women to vent, for women to crash out, for women to go there. Remember Waiting to Exhale? He burned up the car, clothes, and all that type of stuff.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? We celebrate these power women moments, and you know the venting of the frustration is. But if a man vents frustration, because he's gonna tear up some stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He's gonna tear up some stuff. But how do we do that? What do we do with that? Is there a healthy way to deal with that?
It is, but I think the problem is, and we it's funny, we touch on this every week. I just don't think we trust. Go ahead.
I just saw this because I want to. So Christina said it's not your job. No, it's not. It's not a man's job to make you happy. It's not. It's nowhere. It's, hey, you better check the wood. Christina said, what? No, happiness is internal. Happiness is an inside job. And anytime you continuously put that, outsource that to other, then number one, people control you. And number two, you're putting unfair expectations on somebody when you got to manage your own self. That's part of self-management. Managing that happiness, that's part of self-management. And we've got into, right, music and movies are the lies we tell about love. And all we hear in music and movies is,
I love Babyface.
I will make you happy. I'll pay your rent. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook
the dinner for you.
What you gonna do?
As soon as I get home
what
from work.
You gonna do? Baby, no, that was Babyface. You wrong for that.
Is he not wrong?
You wrong for that.
Oh man,
you wrong for that. Doc Salita says men are extremely communicative to their boys, but lack that with their wives and expect the wives to change based on expectations told only to their boys and not to them. That is unfair. You're right.
See, I said that's one of the things I say all the time.
Yeah, you're right. It's not fair. It's not fair.
But
why do men feel more comfortable expressing those things to their boys than to their wives?
Because she's not gonna be in a place. She's not gonna be in a place where she's gonna want to receive what, depending on what it is you tell them. She's not gonna. Or if she gonna hear you, you're gonna hear about it again. Oh, remember when you told me last time about it?
Oh, you go hear it again. You go hear it again.
You're not gonna hear it again.
Oh man, you gonna hear it again. And that's one of the fears or one of the hesitations, because you're like, I don't want to hear this again. I don't want to hear it again, because in my vulnerability, when I'm expressing myself, that can be weaponized. It can absolutely be weaponized. And part of the trust is I trust that I'm not going to get this back in a way that you're going to use this to hurt me or to win an argument or something like that. Right? When you go there, that's a level of, I really don't care about you that you can't take back. Because one thing about men, we take stuff to heart.
Well, and not on that, we counting.
Yeah.
See,
we count.
we are. Oh,
We count.
bro, we count, man. We count because we're trying to convince ourselves of something. Whether or not you love us like you say you do. Whether or not you really care. So we taking score. I think Selena says all the time. She said the body takes score.
Body keeps a score. Yes.
And the heart
the body
does
keeps
too.
Hey, we tally, right? We tally up. Christina said, just kidding. I know happiness is a decision you make. Thank you. Absolutely. She said, I know someone who calls that platonic boyfriends between men. Why they gotta, I almost said something. Why they gotta effeminize everything? Anytime men, you know what I'm saying? It's a support system. It's a support system. And men can't necessarily voice all their frustrations because what if the wife is the source of the frustration?
Oh, she probably
can you go to and say
she probably gonna be the source of it. You can't go to and this is the most frustrating part. When you try and say something to them, they take it the wrong way and make it something is the lady who chooses to be nameless is the master of deflecting in the argument.
Oh, the deflection move.
Oh, making us focus on something we wasn't even talking about.
How do we get here?
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, again, I don't even.
Cheryl says, never ask for happiness. I make myself happy.
Oh, here we go.
I'm a simple person and I'm happy with simple things. I think that if you're trying to make someone else happy when they don't ask for it,
what she drive.
You're not reading the room.
Ask her what she drive. Ask her. Oh, no.
She said you're not reading the room.
I'm not reading the room.
If you think that it's it's about that. She's simple. She's simple.
Then I done missed it somewhere. so somebody now we've been together 34 years. I missed it somewhere.
You missed it
by buying houses and cars. I was just doing something for her that she didn't really want.
Okay, so
because she's simple. That's not what she wanted. So I could have got us a 2-bedroom 1,800 square foot house, and she would have been good with that.
I don't know. Let's see. Christina says it better be a Lambo. By you, the way you talking, it better be a Lambo.
It's a Lambo cousin.
Distant. If he said.
No, dude.
It's in the Carr family.
Not distant cousin, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're wrong.
If Fia says, she says, not even close. Cheryl says, not even close. If Fia says, for the most part, I'm very careful about what I say to men because I know once it comes out, I can't take it back. Yeah. Once something comes out your mouth, number one, you can't unsee or unhear anything. I tell people that all the time. You pick up everything that's put out around you, even things you're not really paying attention to. So you got to be mindful that this is going to affect it. The problem is the people that we're in relationship with have the most access and the most opportunity to hurt us. We give people that space when we let them in, like especially, when you married. Dr. Selena says, I'm well versed in making myself happy, but my spouse must add to and not distract from my happiness. So we gotta enhance and make sure we don't mess up. You not buying it?
Really? That's what we do. That's what we at now. Really?
Okay. But where does happiness come from? Let's talk about where does happiness come from, so we can just deal with that. Where does happiness come from?
Happiness comes from within. See, and this the thing. Most of the time we have traumas and stuff that we not most time that we have traumas and stuff that we hadn't dealt with, that we done dragged into our relationship. And now we whooping the person, our spouse, over his head with because we hadn't been fixed like we supposed to.
Wow.
So happiness comes from the therapist that you're probably supposed to be seeing. That helps you become better. Because hey, let me ask you this. So are we the best versions of ourselves when we find each other? Wow. Oftentimes, we're the best version of ourselves. No. And I think if you're not the best version of yourself, how can you truly be happy with yourself? Right.
And Oxley said and vice versa, right? Which means the wife should add to and not take away from your happiness.
Oh, they're not supposed to be the fun police?
He said the fun police?
I'm just asking.
Yeah, he about to get kicked over here.
Just asking a question.
You gonna see a foot come flying into the screen.
But I'm just asking. I'm not saying. I'm just asking.
Hold on. But to that point, even in joking, is there a message that's sent when you say stuff like that and you get the reaction like that? That I can't. This is something I gotta hold on to still.
Yeah.
Because I know it's playful, but at the same time, it still sends a message of, yeah, I can't play with you like that. I can't go there with you like that. Or
because you ain't ready.
Because what happens if it's necessary for me to go there? For me to, I don't know, to be the heavy.
Man, they only want us to be the heavy when it's convenient for them, though. They don't want us to be the. They don't.
You try to gather the words.
I'm trying. No. That's not what they only want that. They only want us to be that when it's convenient for them. They don't want that. They don't want that from us all the time. People, they can say they do, but they actually, as long as they can control it, then they're happy with it. But if they can't control it, they don't want you to be there if they can't control it.
Wow. Cheryl says, I'm over here minding my business. She says she's over here minding her business.
This is not about, contrary to what Cheryl is thinking, this is not about me and you, sweetheart. Don't make it about us either.
So real quick. Have you ever cried in front of your wife?
Yes.
How did she respond?
She started crying. And I was like, and I remember how bad I felt because that's not what I wanted her to, that's not what I wanted her reaction to be.
What did you want her reaction to be? Floodgates open, you crying, and what were you expecting to come from the other side?
I wasn't expecting her to cry. I was expecting her to maybe console me, but not be crying. She was visibly upset, and I'm like, whoa. That's not what I was trying to do.
So let me ask you this, and I'm about to go there, so get ready. Buckle up. Did you think she stole your thunder?
You know what?
I told you to buckle up. I told you to buckle up.
I was like this. Excuse me.
You couldn't cry because she started, right?
Excuse me. Can I have the flow? Can I have the flow? D, thank you. I did not even see that. I was blind to that. I didn't know she had stole that from me until you
stole your thunder.
When we get in the car, we'll let her have that.
It is my cry.
Don't you be over here crying while I'm crying. And she got loud when she cried.
What she said? What's that? You ain't crying right. That's how you do it. Let me show you how to do
it. Thank you, D. I had no idea, man. I had no idea.
Sarah said, could it be because I felt your pain? Oh.
Yeah, it could have been. But I'm going with
you
D.
Like
I'm going with these. These is better.
You like that? You like that explanation better?
I like these.
Oh my
better.
goodness!
It's easier for me to go with that because she was louder than me and everything. She's all on the floor and everything. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh my goodness! Sophia says she's screaming. My stomach hurting over here. What are acceptable cries for a man in front of his wife? What are acceptable cries?
Okay, remember when Cooper Gooden did the cry in Boys in the Hood? Boys in the Hood.
Just lost his best friend.
He was fighting,
punching the air.
That's that you can't go no further.
But you had to punch air to get that, to let that, you know, he couldn't fall out on the floor, be like, ah! He had to punch air.
And I think you can't do more than that. I think that's probably
so. The loss of somebody close to your mother, father,
you gotta lose somebody.
You gotta lose somebody.
Oh, if you don't lose somebody, you're gonna lose somebody.
So what about?
Did I make that up?
No,
because women not gonna be dealing with no crying dude.
No, I remember watching this. Now, granted, these were younger people, right? These were early 20s or whatever, and it was one of them little dating things on YouTube.
Didn't dude start crying on the show?
He had just lost his best friend a few months prior.
Then he should have been on the show.
And they asked the question, "What makes you, I don't know, sad or something like that?"
And he started crying.
And it wasn't a blubbering cry. He shed some tears. And they said it turned him off.
Don't want no crying dude.
They said it's his best friend, man.
And listen,
so if we can't express, like, so what about crying because pressure is too much? Life pressure, the job, bills.
I think
what about that cry?
I think every so often a good cry makes you feel better, especially when life be really lifing. I think a good cry is good. But man, and this sounds funny, I don't think you should cry. You should cry more than every other year. I don't think you should be, dude.
So once every 2 years or once a year?
You should cry probably once every 2 years.
Once every 2 years.
You shouldn't even remember the last time you cried.
Oh, you talk about in front of your wife?
In front of my wife.
Okay.
Cause let's be honest. If every time if every time something happened in our house, I cried, I would be crying every 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I would cry at least every day, at least every 2 days.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When nobody's at home, how often do you cry?
Every day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Selena said the loss of a child.
Yeah.
Now I will say, probably I would say the two most recent times that I cried in front of my wife. I cried when my sister passed. Because I was on the phone, me and my sister on the phone with the doctor. We talking on the phone. The doctor, calls her and she says, "Let me connect the call." And he connected the call and he was like, we did everything we could. And, so it was
like that,
and the time before that is when we had a failed cycle of IVF. That was tough. That was tough. And as much as you want to be stoic and you want to be strong for them, she said she needed me to, because us not crying doesn't mean we don't care. It means we're on guard. Not on guard for our emotions. It's like we got to keep the house. We got to keep things.
Yes.
So it's not a moment for me to relax and just, I got to make sure things are still, moving. We don't, so being able to have those times, man, is critical. But Yeah. Men typically, if they're gonna get it out, they get it out where ain't nobody, don't nobody see.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody see. We get it out, but it's typically in those moments. Cheryl says, I can't stand you. She said you play too much. That was pretty funny though. Jamie said, it's okay for men to cry. Mental health is important. You're human. Bottling up serious emotions is unhealthy. If you've had trauma that has happened to you, and especially growing up, and sometimes stuff don't hit you till you get an adult, because something triggers you or triggers that thought, and next thing you realize what had happened or something like that, and it could bring up a whole lot of stuff, or unprocessed things you hadn't processed because you pushed it, you kept pushing it back, pushing it back.
Yeah,
it's going to find a way out. Typically, men stuff find its way out in unhealthy behavior, like women, drugs, all these types of things. Yeah, that's typically how it finds its way out for us. Afia says, there are chemicals in your tears that makes you feel good when they released, like oxytocin, endorphins, and others. Right. That chemical game is something because we wasn't aware of it before. We were just doing stuff. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one, the stress one? What's the cortisol? Cortisol make you pack on pounds too. When you
really?
Oh yeah, bro.
Somebody stuck some cortisol on my sandwich today.
In your sandwich.
On my sandwich.
Yeah, the cortisol.
The cortisol sandwich. That's what that was. Hey.
Oh man.
You done told me about it too late.
So, have you ever had a moment where being vulnerable completely shifted the tone of your relationship?
I have, but man, fortunately, we've been together. Me and Cheryl been together so long, but I know we've had some conversations to where it took our relationship to another level. Where because I think at the end of the day, man, most relationships are about trust.
Oh yeah,
and I think once you have conversations where both of y'all kind of step into the trust pool with information that I got to trust him with this, vice versa. I think it takes the relationship to another level.
Yeah, it's a lonely relationship to be in, one when you can't trust the person that you're in a relationship with. And I tell people a lot of times you gotta be mindful of how you move outside of those conversations, because it's not the conversation that's the issue. It's things that have given me signals outside of the conversations. Like, men don't talk because men face rejection in relationships. And one of the main things that men suffer rejection from is when you don't listen to us. And I'm not talking about opening up type listen. I'm talking about when we're trying to instruct, or we're trying to guide, or we're trying to do something, and you're like,
I did. It's funny because I did something this morning that I normally don't do. And I said it to Cheryl, and I was trying to see if she was paying attention to me. She was just blowing me off.
Yeah.
And initially, she was, get out of here. And she circled back around and was like, hey, you mentioned something this morning. You good? Okay. And I was like, well, no, I'm not good. And we talked about it.
Yeah.
But I can't stand sleep. but I put it out there to her, trying to see if she was gonna pay attention to me. Because it's one thing when y'all knows when you're a celebrity and people know you all over their house, all over the living rooms.
What's with the chocolate?
It be the people closest. That's the people closest to you. That's trying to keep you down.
Yeah.
But oftentimes when you're reaching out for help, sometimes you want to check to make sure people are listening.
Yeah. And if you don't feel heard, what do you typically do?
I throw a tantrum.
You throw a tantrum.
Yeah,
You throw a tantrum.
I mean, I talk about it because I'm throwing a tantrum because I'm frustrated and I'm trying to get your attention. So then oftentimes that's the only way I can get your attention because I can say it. Hey, you be like, yeah. But if I'm jumping up and down, I'm doing cartwheels, I'm break that. Okay. I gym that.
So you gotta throw a tantrum to be heard.
She'll say I don't have to, but she'll also say it's very effective though.
It's very effective when you throw a tantrum.
Yeah, she's heard. I know she heard me there.
It's tricky. It's tricky. Relationships.
Oh man,
relationships are tricky.
Yes, very much so.
They're tricky.
Trying to navigate through them.
Yeah.
When you cause relationships go from issue to issue, from trust to trust. And I think you can only achieve certain milestones in your relationship if you trust each other beyond these points.
Yeah. When you think about the trust account, there's this concept called the trust account, right? And the trust account allows you to do relationships, whether it's marital, whether it's parents and children, siblings, whatever it is, even friends. The trust account is something serious, but the amount of transactions, if you're not paying attention to it, you can deplete the account. So you got to have positive interactions to build the account up.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that are closest to us, proximity, like our wives, kids, or whoever, those are the people where it's harder to manage the trust account because there's so many transactions. So many transactions, right? So many transactions. That's why you can talk to a friend, that you only talk to every 6 months, seem like y'all pick up where y'all left off, right? And everything good because the interactions is not.
Yeah, it's not.
So the transactions is not as high, right? The bill says, so are men looking for input or just to listen to you? So what'd you say? Are we listening for input?
Yeah, if you can give me some.
Okay. So is the reason why men are silent is because they feel like the wife can't help?
No, men are silent because we're trying not to hurt feelings. We're trying not to put you in a certain type of mood. We don't want you to take it the wrong way. Oftentimes when you say something, we got to be careful how we say it because now it's either an attack, even though you did it to me, but it's an attack on you.
Uno reverse on you.
Yeah, yes. Now draw four. I'm just trying to stay in the game, man. But yeah, I think that's ultimately what it is, man. We're and it's funny because we're quiet because we're trying to get this thing to work. And that thing just gonna circle back around a bit, and she gonna bring that issue is gonna bring some friends with it when it comes back.
Yeah, because
one
thing about guys, you can't keep bringing the same thing to guys. Guys gonna check with you to see what you've done. They're gonna ask, well, what did you do about that thing? And you can't just continuously keep bringing that thing back because we gonna check how did it work out when you did XYZ. So. Man, we blew through this one, man. But we back with final thoughts, man.
Final thoughts.
What you got for the people?
All right, so my final thought for this evening is, man, it's simple, man. Approaching 34 years on Wednesday, me and Cheryl have had countless conversations about likes and dislikes. All of them, we entered, but every conversation we entered in with good hearts. And we weren't going to allow whatever we were talking about to overshadow the fact that I mean you no harm and you mean me no harm. Your relationships are all about the conversation. They're all no matter how far you go or how far you don't go, will be decided by the conversation that you're able to have. And that's my final thought from the Love Doctor.
As men, it has been taught to us. We've been trained to be stoic and be, be hard and be tough. I think that's already built in, but we are still human. We have emotions, we feel things, and those things have to be managed. They have to be expressed. They have to be let out. We need to find healthy ways of expressing. They say anger is an emotion that typically men express because it's one that's socially acceptable for us to express. But the anger is typically hiding the real emotion of what we're actually feeling. Why don't we feel safe to express what we're really feeling? Why do we have to revert to anger? Where we're destructive, we tear up something, or we do something that we're typically going to regret later. We got to find ways to create safer spaces, even in our own homes. As a man, how do we cultivate an atmosphere of openness and honesty and all of that? I'm asking, because so many of us need to learn how to do this and learn how to create that, because it's necessary for us, because the silence can be deadly for us. It can be deadly. Heart attacks, strokes, all kinds of stress, bad eating habits, it plays out in ways that really are detrimental to us. So if we're going to do life and do it right, we have got to find ways, healthy ways, to express ourselves and not keep all of this stuff bottled in. So look for ways, educate yourself, get with a good group of guys, get with a good church or something, somewhere where people can help you so that you can be healed and happy. And that's my final thoughts.
Wow, man, it flew by.
Yeah.
I hope the women in the room really learned something today. I put a lot of nuggets out there today. I threw a lot of nuggets out there today, man. I don't feel like they was paying it for today.
Listen, make sure you like, share. So share this out. Share this out to the people.
To everybody. We got to get the word out.
Right. We want to continuously get your thoughts on this as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Continuously, comment. Let us know what you thinking about the subject as well. Right. We appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're going to catch y'all next time. Till then, y'all have a good one. Peace out.